Okay, so we're gonna be playing Flamecraft. This is from the developers who created the Wingspan game. It's a cute little game. It's a cute little game about tiny dragons doing employment. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump. Let's go ahead and jump into the tutorial. Let's do a little bit of the tutorial.
Welcome to town, Flamekeeper. Good to see you here. Let me show you around.
Let's go voice acting.
Look around town and zoom out to see the overview. As a Flamekeeper, your goal is to guide dragon artisans to the shops, where they help shopkeepers create wondrous things. You'll do this by gathering from the shops and by enchanting them.
Okay.
Doing those things will earn you reputation points. The player with the most reputation points at the end of the game wins.
Cool.
Okay, let's get to work. Choose a shop to visit. You'll do this at the beginning of each turn. The dragon artisans have their little hands full across town, so you'll have to visit a different shop each turn. For starters, let's visit Critical Roles.
You know I love this.
Once you visit a shop, you can either gather goods or enchant the shop. To cast an enchantment, we need a variety of goods in our personal supply, but we don't have those at the moment. But choosing Gather will help us get them. Let's try. Select Gather to start collecting goods. Great! As you can see, Gather action has 4 steps.
Okay.
The first one is already complete. We've collected the goods. We gain goods not only from the shops, but also from dragons there, and as you'll learn soon, from casting enchantments. That's why this time we got 2 bread. 1 bread from Critical Role's supplies, and 1 bread from Pan.
Mm-hmm.
The other 3 steps are always optional, but most of the time they're worth doing.
Mm-hmm.
Second step allows you to place matching artisan dragon from your hand. Dragon artisans can be played into an empty shop slot if their icon matches the one shown in the bottom half of the slots.
Mm-hmm.
Icons on the top of the slots show what reward you will get by placing the dragon there.
Okay.
Try it out. Place the loaf from your hand into the matching slot. Check out your personal supply in the upper left corner. You received a coin.
I did. Nice.
Coins are special. Whenever you need to pay with goods, you can replace any good with them. You might also want to save them, because each coin is worth 1 reputation point at the end of the game.
Nice.
But let's get back to gathering. Now comes the 3rd step. You can fire up 1 chosen dragon card in the shop to use its ability. Red dragons let us draw a new artisan dragon card.
Okay.
Let's do it. Fire up any red dragon card to use its ability. This is the Dragon Park overview. You can choose from 5 face-up artisan dragon cards or draw random cards from the artisan deck. Here you can meet 6 artisan dragon types, each with their own special ability. Right now we can see 3 out of the 6 different types of artisan dragons.
Mm-hmm.
But don't. For now, let's pick Rusty. He looks like he's eager to help.
Confirm.
Good job. Drawing new dragon artisan cards will help you fill up shops and gather more goods in the future. In the bottom left corner of the screen, you can see the current state of the Dragon Park. Open the overview. You can check the Dragon Park anytime. If any player takes a face-up dragon, the empty slot is refilled after their turn ends. Close the Dragon Park overview to proceed. Finally, the fourth step is active only for certain shops with special abilities. But since we're in a starter shop, they have no special abilities. We'll skip this action for now.
Okay.
As the game progresses, new shops will appear in town, including some with shop abilities. We'll visit those later.
Okay.
But for now, we're done. Whenever you complete all your actions, select the In Turn button. Do it now to proceed.
Gather drakes and cakes.
Things are getting busy in town. The other players have taken their turns. Let's see what changed. Look at the Dragon Park overview panel. As I mentioned earlier, the park has been refreshed, filling empty slots with shiny new face-up dragon cards. Ooh, look at that! There's a new shop in town.
Drake of cakes.
New shops appear at the end of a turn in which all 3 slots and any other shop in town have been filled with dragons. Let's see what this shop has to offer. Select Drake of Cakes to open the shop panel. And look at that! This shop has a special ability we can use while gathering. To use this ability, we need 2 bread, which you already have in your personal supply.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. Start gathering. Ooh, but wait a second. There's another player in this shop. That means only one thing. We have to give them a nice gift. Whenever you visit a shop with other players inside, you have to give each of them 1 good from your personal supply. Give another player 1 meat and then confirm your choice. Now that the payment is settled, we can continue gathering. We don't have the iron symbol here, but the any good symbol accepts a dragon artisan of any type. So play Rusty from your hand into this shop slot. Now you can fire up one of the 2 dragons in the shop. Let's see what Rusty can do. Rusty can give you 2 same goods of any type available in this shop.
Oh.
Choose whatever you'd like and confirm.
I'll take Iron.
And now you can finally use the shop ability. Select the shop ability in the shop panel. This shop ability requires you to pay for its activation. You can use 2 bread or replace 1 bread with a coin. After that, you can choose dragons to draw. Let's give it a try. Choose goods to pay, then draw any 2 dragon cards and confirm your action.
Awesome. And
Great! Now you know everything about gathering. End your turn to finish this chapter.
okay. Next chapter.
Hello, Flamekeeper. In this chapter, I'll show you how to enchant a shop.
Nice.
Enchanting shops is a great way of gaining reputation. In the bottom left corner, you'll find the enchantments overview, which gives brief info about available enchantments. Open it to see more details. During each turn, you or the other player may use one of the 5 revealed enchantments from the deck. As with the Dragon Park, claimed enchantments are removed from the card pool and new ones will show up to take their place at the end of the turn. Each enchantment has a goods type icon indicating which shops it can enchant. There's one exception though, which I'll show you later.
Okay.
In the center of each card, you can see which goods need to be paid to cast the enchantment. At the bottom of each card are the rewards granted by that enchantment. Each enchantment is unique and can only be cast once. Stay sharp and grab the ones you want before someone else does. With so many goods in our supply, we have plenty of options. Filet mignon sounds delicious. Let's cast it. Close the enchantment overview. It's time to find a perfect shop for our enchantment. As filet mignon is a meat enchantment, try to find a matching meat shop and visit it.
Draco Bell.
Draco Bell seems like the perfect fit for our first enchantment. Select Enchant to cast Filet Minion in this shop. Choose the Filet Minion enchantment and confirm. Look at the goods required to cast this enchantment. In this case, the cost is 4 iron and 2 potions. When you lack a specific good needed to cast an enchantment, you can often replace it with coins. You can do this right now if you'd like. Now select the goods you want to spend, or use the autofill button to check them all at once and confirm your choice. Great! You've got 3 reputation points, 2 coins, and 1 artisan dragon card, which you can now draw from the Dragon Park. Choose whichever you want and confirm.
Cookie.
Once you cast an enchantment, the shop becomes permanently upgraded. See the extra meat icon under the shop name? The next time anyone will gather in this shop, they'll receive an additional meat.
Okay.
We've already enchanted a shop and earned enchantment rewards, but that's not all. You might recall that during gathering, you could only fire up 1 dragon artisan ability. With enchanting, you can fire up all the dragons in the shop. How cool is that? Go ahead, give it a try. Activate the dragon's abilities in any order you like. Fire up all the dragons at Draco Bell. Oh, right! Meet Hickory. As a meat dragon, he lets you play an artisan dragon from your hand into an empty matching slot in any available shop. Choose any artisan dragon card from your hand and play it in town. Great! You've cast your first enchantment! Keep in mind that you can cast up to 3 enchantments in a single shop.
Mm-hmm.
Now end your turn to continue. Hey look, there's a new shop in town. The enchantment deck has also been refilled with the missing card. We still have plenty of goods to use, so it's the perfect moment to learn about the most rewarding enchantments in the game. The enchantments with variable rewards that show a set of goods that can be paid multiple times to increase your reward.
Yeah.
Take Camouflage, for example. If you paid 3 meat, 3 plants, and 3 bread for this enchantment, you'll receive 9 reputation points.
Oh, nice.
However, if you pay 2 meat, 2 plants, and 2 bread for this enchantment, you'll receive 5 reputation points. You could cast Camouflage with just 1 meat, 1 plant, and 1 bread, though it won't get you any reputation points, so it might not be the best idea. The Camouflage enchantment, like the Minnow Tarts from our enchantment pool, also has one key feature. Do you see the crossed out coin next to goods on these cards?
Mm-hmm.
Now that you're an enchantment expert, let's look at some unique shops with special enchantment rules. Close the overview to check them out. There are currently 3 shops in town whose icons are different from the others. Ma and Pa's with the coin icon, so cute with the artisan dragon icon, and flagons and dragons with the any good icon.
Okay.
Shops with artisan dragon and coin icons cannot be enchanted.
Okay.
However, shops with the any good icon can accept any type of enchantment. Visit Flagons and Dragons to cast the new enchantment there. Select Enchant to unleash the magic. Let's cast one of the enchantments with variable rewards. Choose Minnow Tarts or Camouflage.
I'm gonna go Camouflage.
Now choose how many goods you want to spend and then confirm. Great! We enchanted the second shop. Now it's time to fire up all the dragons inside. But before we do that, let me show you a neat trick. Since you choose the dragon's activation order, you can be very strategic. Remember what meat dragons can do? You can use Skewer's ability to fill an empty slot here with a dragon. The active enchant action will trigger his ability. Fire up Meat Dragon first. Our choice here will be the Crystal Dragon, which lets you add 3 different goods to your personal supply. And here it is, the 3rd dragon card, fired up and ready to use. Also, you can now meet Olive, the plant dragon. Use her power to gift another player a good in exchange for 2 reputation points.
Okay.
Now fire up the 2 remaining dragons in this shop.
And take some bread, some meat, and some plant will do.
That was a magical experience, wasn't it? End your turn to finish the chapter.
Cute. Let's see how many of these I can do.
Good to see you, Flamekeeper. There are dragons you absolutely have to meet. I'd like to introduce you to Fancy Dragons.
Ooh, fancy dragons.
These
Fancy.
extraordinary dragons have abilities and activation methods different from artisan dragons.
Mm-hmm.
By attracting them, you can earn additional reputation points.
Ooh.
Each of them has a specific goal you must fulfill to receive their rewards. There are 2 types of fancy dragons: Sun fancy dragons and Moon fancy dragons.
Oh.
Sun fancy dragons must be played during your turn to score them. You get to choose when to do that for the biggest payoff, but you have to play Sun dragons before the game ends.
Okay.
Moon fancy dragons are scored automatically at the end of the game if their goals are met. At the start of each game, you choose 1 fancy dragon to add to your hand. Rainbow looks eager to be picked. Select the card and confirm. You'll find your fancy dragons right there at the bottom. You can have any number of them in your hand. Let's see what Rainbow can do. Try to get the most out of this colorful dragon's ability. When played, Rainbow gives 1 reputation point for each unique artisan dragon in your hand. Currently, you have 3 out of 6 different artisan dragon types in your hand. But don't worry, Drake of Cakes looks like a perfect shop for drawing more of them. Let's go inside. Choose Gather to make use of this shop's ability. This spiral-like icon on an empty slot in the shop means that when you place a dragon artisan there, you will get a new fancy dragon. Since we have 2 crystal dragons in hand, this is a perfect opportunity to place one in the slot to attract a new fancy dragon. Go ahead and do it. Now finish gathering. Try to collect as many different artisan dragon types as possible.
Oh, I got another fancy dragon.
Okay, now that we have a bunch of artisan dragons in hand, it's the perfect time to activate and score Rainbow. Select the card to do it. Fulfilling a fancy dragon's goal is a great way to earn reputation points. Just be sure to check them often so you can score your cards at the perfect moment.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Now you know all about fancy dragons. Hope you'll become great friends. And your turn to finish this chapter.
Will do.
Hello, Flamekeeper. In this chapter, you will learn all about end-of-turn limits. There are two to watch out for. The first one refers to the resources in your personal supply. If you end your turn with over 7 resources of one type in your personal supply, extras are discarded. Coins are the exception. You may keep any amount of those. You're not currently exceeding this limit, so all your goods remain in your personal supply.
Okay.
The second limit applies to the artisan dragon cards in your hand. You can have up to 6 artisan dragons in hand. This limit does not apply to fancy dragons. You may keep as many of them as you want. You now have 8 artisan dragons in hand, so you must discard 2 at the end of the turn. They'll go to the bottom of the artisan deck. However, since you haven't finished your turn, we can try to prevent that. Head over to Flagons and Dragons. Gather in Flagons and Dragons. As always, at the start of gathering, you'll receive a good from the shop, in this case, any good, and 2 potions from the Dragon Artisans. Look at your personal supply. You just gathered more potions than the limit allows. Well, for now, let's make your hand a little bit less crowded. Play an artisan dragon in Flagons and Dragons. Next, we need to fire up a dragon. Look, these are all potion dragons. You haven't met them yet.
Mm-hmm.
You can swap potion dragons with any artisan dragon in another shop to activate that dragon's ability. Now choose another dragon in town. This time, select a crystal dragon to get even more goods. The card will swap places with the potion dragon card you fired up. As you can see, the crystal dragon you selected has appeared in Flagons and Dragons. Use the card's ability and confirm. Oh, wait, I have an idea. Remember that we have more potions than we can keep at the end of the turn? You can give 1 extra potion to the other player using the plant dragon's ability and gain some reputation points. We've already fired up our dragon though. But nothing is lost. If you change your mind or make a mistake, you can undo your action and do something different. Just select undo in the shop's panel. Whew, we did it. But keep in mind, there are exceptions. While playing, watch for the no undo icon. It means that the action cannot be undone. Now that we've undone our move, we can try something else. Use the Potion Dragon's card ability to swap it with a Plant Dragon card and then activate it. This is a perfect opportunity to give your excess potion to someone. Gifting is better than discarding. Finish gathering however you like, then end your turn. we need to handle the extra dragons in your hand. You managed to play 1, but you still have more than 6 in hand.
Okay.
Choose 1 artisan dragon to discard and confirm. Any excess goods will disappear automatically. With that,
See if we can get it. See if we can get a game in, bro.
hello, Flamekeeper. Glad you're here. We need to discuss what triggers the end of the game. The game ends when the last card in either the Dragon Park or the Enchantments deck is drawn or revealed. You can track the number of cards in each deck on their overview buttons in the bottom left corner of the screen. When last cards are drawn or revealed, each player gets 1 final turn. After that, it's time to tally up the points and see who's the winner. The player with the most reputation points after the scoring wins. Now, as you can see on the overview buttons, we're close to the end of the game. Try to use your knowledge to gain as many reputation points as possible before the game ends. This is a great time to put everything you've learned into practice. At this stage, I recommend focusing on gathering coins, casting enchantments, and attracting and scoring fancy dragons. Since fancy dragons of other players are revealed and scored at the end of the game, you never know who the winner will be till the last turn. There are 2 turns left. Good luck!
Mhm. Let's see. So I gotta focus on coins. Critical rolls. getting the hang of. I'm getting the hang of it. I mean, this one was never in doubt.
Hey, you won! Congratulations! Now let's take a look at the score
Hey, Sphinx, how you
breakdown.
doing? What's this game about?
Firstly, this is the sum of all
It's basically
reputation
a
points you
game about
gathered
putting
during the
dragons to
game.
work.
Here is the sum of your coins. Each coin is worth 1 reputation. The third track shows the sum of reputation points gained from your moon fancy dragons.
All from the moon dragon.
Finally, here is the total score of each player. In the case of a tie, the player with the most artisan dragons in hand wins. If still tied, the player with the most leftover goods wins. If still tied, they share the victory. That's everything I prepared for now, Flamekeeper. I hope you had fun learning about us and our town. If you ever need help, you know where to find me.
Okay. It's like a try game. Try a game. See what's what. Rolls. Gather. Place one in the shop, so I'm gonna place one here. Then my turn. There, coin. Some iron, some meat, and some rolls. enchant. Draw a card. And then plays potato. And then that puts the dragon in there. Okay. Hmm. Get the. Oh, okay. Don't have one, so we didn't skip. Swap a card. Dragon the thing. I'm gonna go get the goods. Give me the goods. So meats. My turn. Not doing so hot, so draw. Oh, I gotta pay one. Gather, pay some iron. And draw a dragon. And place one hickories, saying to place the dragon in town. Oh, you go to hell on this, you win. Gather. Gift a good to a player. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play that one. Would I have a lot of me? Oh my gourd. Oh my gourd. I think save hat for Kevin. Sadly, no. Sadly, no. Smith Mart. Huh? Top dragon in town. A blanket. 3 points behind. Brisket? The park and draw. Pink? Loaf. Loaf ability. Swap one in the town and then swap thistle. In turn. Almost left. Chance. Autofill with coin. Swapping the dragon and then so giveaway is a giveaway iron. And we get +2. Then we bread, diamond. Yeah, I lost. Yep, I lost. Not bad. Not bad. I get the hang of. I get the hang of this one. I get the hang of this one eventually. Yeah. All right. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I like this. Pretty cool. I need to figure out strategies. It reminds me a lot of Wingspan. I do like this a lot, and I'd like to see more of this. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and switch on over. Check, check, check.